Hello and welcome to the Global Entrepreneurship Week here in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. We're one of the community organizers here, and I'm honored to be hosting the Global Entrepreneurship Week right here in Michigan. This year is actually a special year because more than 200 countries are celebrating during this week. What started 15 years ago as an idea of supporting entrepreneurs throughout the world, finding ways to celebrate their success and their journey once a year during this week, has now become a big celebration in over 200 countries. And I'm honored to be part of the journey and have it here with you in Michigan, celebrating it, where entrepreneurs prosper and keep going. What's unique about Michigan, not only we focus on entrepreneurs who are also focused on technology-based entrepreneurship or tech entrepreneurs. We also celebrate those who are starting businesses in the neighborhoods, starting businesses to serve their communities that they live in, starting businesses to secure their area where they live and where they want to be. And I'm honored to be hosting that here with you and to take this moment in this week to celebrate it. For the last couple of years, we've been able to host this virtually and in person in various activities. And this week is no different. You will notice that we have lots of different activities that you can attend virtually through this awesome tool that we may have, that we might not like it occasionally, but we might be able to leverage it while we have it. And I encourage you to leverage it. We have awesome presentations from Skip Sims from Ann Arbor Spark explaining about entrepreneurship funding and what's available in the state, to presentation about culture and how it could play a key factor as you launch a business in various cultures that you may have, or places that you might not be familiar with, or how they do business, to everything else in between about resiliency and about small business development. And I encourage, and youth, of course, and I encourage you throughout the year to find ways to connect with other entrepreneurs and find ways to celebrate. While we kick this off this year, and I'm honored to introduce our first guest, I want to just remind you that we're always looking for individuals and organizations to allow us to celebrate this week with them. We're always looking for awesome partners to help us bring this message home to the communities that you also are in. So I hope that you find this message to you, inspiring you to say, can we do something next year? Maybe this year is too late, maybe next year. But let's find ways to bring the communities together to celebrate entrepreneurs, no matter what they are or who they are or what they do. And with that, I'm honored today to introduce our first guest, to welcome you here with us today, our Lieutenant Governor for the state of Michigan. And I have a wonderful message that I know that it will resonate to so many of you. Him being an entrepreneur himself, as also myself being an entrepreneur, I'm always appreciative of the people who have taken the journey to learn about entrepreneurship and then finding ways to keep those voices heard through the different channels that they might be taken. And with that, let's hear what the Lieutenant Governor have to say. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor.
Hello, everyone. Lieutenant Governor Garlin Gilchrist here. I am excited to join you to celebrate Global Entrepreneurship Week 2022. As a two-time recovering entrepreneur, I know how important entrepreneurship is to Michigan communities. Michigan has a storied history of innovative thinking paired with grit and determination. From putting the world on wheels more than a century ago to manufacturing life-saving vaccines today, our entrepreneurs disrupt the status quo and move the world forward. From day one of our administration, Governor Whitmer and I have worked hard to make Michigan the best place to pursue bold new ideas. We've worked across the aisle on workforce development programs. And with our partners at the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, we built a strong entrepreneurial ecosystem, supporting 5 resident unicorn companies and the growth of 1,300 high-tech companies right here in Michigan. Startup Genome called Detroit the best emerging ecosystem for startups, and Michigan has been recognized as the fastest growing state for venture capital investment. Governor Whitmer and I are committed to partnering with entrepreneurs to keep growing our economy. We want Michigan to bring together the best minds, the biggest private sector players, and unmatched talent to build the future. Our message to anyone who seeks opportunity is this: whether you're a company looking for your next expansion or a talented young person deciding where to start a career, a business, or a family, We will work with anyone to compete with everyone to make Michigan the answer. On behalf of the state of Michigan, best wishes for a productive conference, and thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Governor. Wow, what a message. Let's keep things moving forward. Let's keep the world moving forward. Love it. What a great message for our entrepreneurs to hear and for the world to hear, that Michigan is here to support you moving forward with your ideas, with your concepts, with the connections, whatever you need. And I love the fact that you mentioned that you yourself have been an entrepreneur twice. Wow. Would love to hear more about next time. And thank you for encouraging everyone to connect with each other and to find ways to make sure that they're leveraging the resource that we have here in Michigan. I've been fortunate enough to have been benefited from so many programs that the state of Michigan offers, from exporting services where they supported us in translating our website, to taking us on our trade missions, to investing in our small company, everything else in between. I'm very thankful for those awesome programs that you have rolled to keep the businesses in the state of Michigan rolling. And I'm really honored because I know you couldn't do it yourself. You had to do it with a partner. To have your partner here, Michigan Economic Development Corporation, Mr. Quentin, to welcome everyone as well and explain what some of the things that MEDC can do to support your business. I'm thankful to have had both of you offices at our side through tough times and good times, and appreciate the opportunity that you've given us by supporting such a great initiative of Global Entrepreneurship Week here in Michigan. With that, I turn it over to MEDC President, Mr. Quentin.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be part of this year's Global Entrepreneurship Week. Celebrating entrepreneurship is about celebrating the innovation, hard work, and dedication of those looking to solve problems and make the world a better place. I can't think of a better place than Michigan for that. Teens Michigan's commitment to innovation has spanned generations, and that heritage of entrepreneurship is on display here for Global Entrepreneurship Week. We're building a strong entrepreneurial ecosystem across this great state, across both peninsulas. In Michigan, we are true originals, proud to be leaders and doers, thinking creatively and adapting to the changes and challenges we face. Beyond the West Coast and East Coast, we in Michigan are creating and building out the Fresh Coast, because we're stepping up with a wave of venture capital activities. In fact, 161 Michigan startups received more than $1.4 billion in venture capital investment in 2021. That's 1.4 billion with a B in 2021. As Michigan economy continues to thrive, we will continue to work on providing the most dynamic environment for startups across Michigan to find growth and success. At the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, we know how critical our entrepreneurs are to distinguishing Michigan from the competition, and we seek to empower entrepreneurs to find pure opportunity in our state. We celebrate risk takers. We're so glad to have you a part of this. We look forward to future opportunities together, and we can't wait to welcome you home to Michigan.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Quentin. What a great message. Love that. Fresh Coast. What a great way. Always innovative with the approach, always innovative with your energy, and appreciate that. And once again, as a small business, having been able to benefit from such programs, encourage so many people to do the same. Leverage these awesome programs to keep your business moving forward. With that, the week is officially here. We kick it off today with amazing programs, as you heard from the messages from our Office of the Governor, from the Lieutenant to the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. You're going to hear from lots of people throughout the week. I encourage you to find ways to connect with them and to follow them, and to, as well as to follow all the programs that are available for you. Today is Monday, and we will have a few programs today that you may be interested in, from messages about mindset to messages about how to plan your business and create a structure on the business plan, to for those who are maybe exploring the entrepreneurship and thinking, I might have an idea that I would like to explore to see if it could become a business, to infusing the idea of youth, leveraging their knowledge and their excitement and the research ability to really look for those startups in tech and non-tech for youth in today's world, in today's economy. I've mentioned this before in so many blogs that I've written about, that we have become what I call, or like to consider, the purpose economy. People are looking for the purpose why they exist, and they're looking for those jobs or careers or startups that allows them to work for the purpose that they live in versus just work. And then you will see that throughout this week, we kick it off today, but activities will continue to go till Friday, and then some will even go till Saturday. I encourage you to just visit our website and see some of these events. And for those who have not registered yet, you could join us by registering at Eventbrite. And if you just search International Strategic Management, Eventbrite, Global Entrepreneurship Week, Michigan, you should be able to find it. And of course, you can always just reach out to us through the International Strategic Management team, who is basically hosting this Entrepreneurship Week here with you today. So with that, I encourage you to check us out what's happening on Tuesday as well as Wednesday and Thursday. You might be interested in some of the angel and VC talks. You might be interested in hearing about exit strategies. You might be interested about hearing about resiliency, art of networking, and of course, the lots of other activities that I couldn't possibly mention them today, but I encourage you to register for them and attend them, find ways to connect with each other. There are wonderful opportunities for you to be part of the entrepreneurship ecosystem that exists today here. And I welcome to hearing your thoughts from you as well. I thank you for being with us, and I look forward to meeting you throughout this interaction that we may have online or in person. Have a great week, and congratulations to Michigan again for celebrating Global Entrepreneurship Week and joining the world of being part of the 200 countries, communities celebrating this week all together. I'm your host, Faris Alami, and I'll see you soon.